Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Now we just gotta play the music.
Yeah. Young Twiggy. Young Twiggy. Young Twiggy. I like fucking dudes. Bouncing on the laps, don't even need a fab. Yeah, bounce up and down and make it clap. Yo, it's Young Twiggy. Finger on the trigger. It's okay, small, but better if it's bigger. Got my boy breast stick. We out here sucking dick. Go so deep, it'll make my jaw click. Yo, that shit got me bricked up. Time to get our tricks up. Call me daddy, you little fucking slut. I'm the big bouncer, the big booty pouncer. I like twerking on it like a background dancer. I'm the big gay boy, wanna be your boy toy. I'm a little soy boy. Treat me like a fool, make me fucking drool. Treat me like a tool, pack my fucking stool. I'm a big player, I couldn't get gayer. I'm the booty slayer. Yo, I like it big in my mouth like a cig. I got a small dick, it's built like a fig. I'm the big twerker, I want a tear jerker. Wanna get fucked like a blue collar worker. I got lyrical flow while I'm stretching your hole. The louder you get, the deeper I go. I got 100 bodies and 6 of them were hotties. You can be ugly as long as you're naughty. Bouncing up and down like there's no tomorrow. Anybody got a dildo I can borrow? I need practice to make perfect, so I can back it up and twerk it. Call me Rihanna cause I can fucking work it. Fuck Ed Sheeran, I'm fucking perfect. My dick may be small but our game is mighty. I blow a fucking hole in his tidy whities. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Fucking dudes got me feeling sublime. I'll make it slime and take my fucking time. Sit on his lap, make that booty smack. Getting deck is better than crack. Yeah, my dick small cut, some fucking slack. Here's one thing that's a fucking fact. I like to tickle grown men's booty cracks. I'm tired of people saying something's fucking wrong with me. There's no fucking problem with a little salt of me. I can't think of any more words, so I'll get out of here and start packing some turds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nuttiest Podcast on all of YouTube. I'm one of your hosts, Twiggy. We'll get into everybody's least favorite co-host in a second. First, I have a few things that I have to get to. The first thing is Messy Jesse. Thank you for the Flow State stick. I don't know if it's a sticker, whatever the Jules thing is. Okay, thank you for that. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very important episode, monumental episode, big piece of history here on the Old Cow Nuts. Today, I'm going to be educating my co-host, Melcifer, on ABC's hit Emmy Award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon, Lost. Melcifer, have you ever seen ABC's hit Emmy Award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon, Lost?
No.
Why?
It didn't look interesting.
Well, you're going to learn all about it tonight. Okay, well, you're going to learn the basics about it tonight, but if the chat is up for it, okay, I can give Melcifer a season-by-season breakdown over the course of a week, okay? But today we're just going to be going from the start to the finish, okay? We're going to be discussing ABC's hit Emmy Award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon, Lost. I'm going to make it as brief as I can, okay? And that's going to be a challenge for me because I could do the rest of this show, not just this episode, but the whole show, like the lifespan of the show, just talking about Lost. No problem. But yes, chat, the drama series, Lost. Thank you. It's amazing. Finally,
it could be a musical
understands.
for all I know. Actually, if it was a musical, I might like it.
No, but my other favorite show, USA's hit, I don't know if it won any awards, but the show Psych, okay, about a guy who fakes being a psychic detective. Okay, that show had a musical episode. There was an episode that was a musical
show, though.
But it had an episode that was it was a musical. Be Happy in the chat says, I watch every episode and season and I'm still lost. I hope Twiggy helps. I will. Okay? I could help anybody understand the ending of Lost. I could literally explain it to Helen Keller, no problem. Okay?
All right, let's go.
Right now? You want to start now? There's no no LCU stuff you want to get out of the way? No dramas?
No, let's go right now. Let's get right into the Lost.
Okay, but we're getting all of our content out of the way immediately.
We're just gonna start with it. We're gonna see
No
how I
problem.
feel about it.
So, what do you know about Lost, Melcifer, before we get into it? This is the most exciting moment of my life, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody ever lets me talk about Lost.
Okay, so a plane crashes.
Uh-huh.
They eventually get off a plane.
Yep.
There's lost numbers. That's all I got.
The numbers aren't lost, okay? They're just numbers.
Well,
and the
no,
numbers...
but they're numbers that are attributed to it, and I don't know what they mean.
What numbers do you refer to? Are you referring to the numbers 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, and 42? She doesn't know, ladies and gentlemen. She knows nothing about Lost. I'm disappointed, but that's okay, because I will educate you. So, when most people talk about Lost, okay, they usually start out with the same image. A plane breaking apart in the sky and crashing into a dense, unknown island somewhere in the middle of nowhere. That plane is called Oceanic Flight 815. Okay, it goes down. All right, breaks in half mid-sky. People are being sucked out of it, okay? Just, okay? They're dead. All right, all these people are dead. Not all of them. Not all the people die. Okay, that's a misconception about Lost, as they say everybody dies. Nope, not true. Okay, so where was I? And what's left of the survivors are scattered across the beach, forced into a situation where survival is the only immediate concern. And at first, it feels like a straightforward survival story. People are injured, confused, and trying to figure out where they are and how to stay alive. Jack Shepard, he's a hunk, by the way, a spinal surgeon and one of the main characters of the show. But he's a spinal surgeon, okay? Do you know how impressive that is, Melcifer?
I mean, being a doctor sounds pretty impressive, but the spine sounds
spinal
even
surgeon.
worse.
Okay, so the spine, very, very important part of your body, ladies and gentlemen. Second most to the brain, I guess.
Does it come in handy while on said island?
Oh, it does. He naturally steps into a leadership role because he's the one person who can actually keep others alive medically. Kate Austin, the baddie of the show, quickly proves she's resourceful and secretive. I wish that I found a way to show you guys who we're talking about for reference. Okay, but we'll get into all of that. All right, I actually have...
Can you show me a picture?
Okay, I can actually. I will show you a picture. I will show you and chat pictures. All right, so Jack from Lost.
There's always somehow a doctor on a plane when it goes down, but not like when someone's dying on said plane, or like if there's a baby being born or someone's choking.
Well, don't go on a plane if you're pregnant. So this is Jack. Okay, this is the doctor guy, played by Matthew Fox, a.k.a. Racer X from Speed Racer. Okay, this is him in a... This is him in a homoerotic situation right here. Pretty sexy. All right, now we're going to get into Kate from Lost, okay? As I said, baddie of the island right here. This is Kate from Lost. All right, played by Evangeline Lilly.
What defines her as the baddie?
Girl, please.
TLDR.
Are we looking at the same image?
I didn't know if it was the look or if she did things, or like what was her career before the plane.
Girl,
I'm asking
she was
you
a criminal. She was a criminal, okay? Career criminal, okay? She burned her stepdad's house down while he was in it, all right? Went from the run. She was on the plane because she was being court-martialed, okay? She was a fugitive. But, I mean, being a fugitive never looked better, okay? So that's the first people being discussed, all right? All right? Okay. Let me just... Woo!
At Josephine1585 super chatted $10. I never watched this show because everyone says the ending is horrible. What are your thoughts on this?
Josephine, you whore. Okay, Josephine, thank you for the $10. I'm not trying to be mean right off the bat, okay? But you just hit me with the worst question you could have to make me shit talk the show. Because everybody shits on the ending of Lost, but it's one of the most beautiful endings, in my opinion. And now I have to shit on it. No, everybody shits on it. That is way too cliche. But because you asked, okay, let me just read this question again. Let me make sure I understand the question, guys. I'm a little dumb sometimes.
Yeah, you are. You still have that Elvis IRL stream on the fucking screen.
Oh, I put that on purpose.
Never mind then. Continue.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So, Josephine asked, I never watched the show because everyone says the ending is horrible. What are your thoughts on this? The ending is never explained, okay? It's up to viewer interpretation, even though, like, it should be clear what's going on. All right, at the ending of this show, everybody meets together in a church, okay? But some of these people we've seen die on screen. All right, so now we're just assuming everybody's dead. Well, they are. All right, but that makes you think that everybody was dead the whole time. No, they weren't. Okay, everybody died at different times, but they all shared the same afterlife. Okay, but they never explained it. Lost the shit because of that. Okay, great show, down the drain because of a shitty ending where nothing is explained. And now you think, oh, I just wasted my time watching the show because everybody was dead the whole time, even though that was not the case. Okay, they weren't all dead the whole time. Some of them were dead pretty much the whole time, like Boone, for example. But everybody died at
Charlie
different
Boone?
times.
So they're all dead at the end, though.
But yes, because the ending of the show takes, look, the afterlife, time doesn't really work the way that it does here, okay? Or so I assume. I don't really know. I've never existed in the afterlife. Okay?
Yeah.
But none of this matters right now. Now I've lost my place, okay?
You're shit talking on Lost.
That was my shit talking on Lost. That's all I have in me. Okay, not only that, I have one more thing to say about ABC's hit Emmy Award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon Lost, okay? Michael, one of the characters in the show, has this bright idea in the first season to build a raft to get off the island. And he's a retard for that, okay? Because how are you going to predict the current? How are you going to predict the direction of the waves? How are you going to... Your goal building a raft is to find, like, shipping lanes, right? Like, you want to find a ship. How are you going to do that? You're just going to get lucky?
Everyone knows that.
Survival is more feasible on the island, not in the middle of the ocean on a raft. Michael, you're an idiot. And you did that to save your son, though. You were damning your son, okay? That's what you were doing, Michael, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I guess
Michael,
that's it.
I understand everything now.
Yeah, well, somebody watching knows what I'm talking about, and they agree with me. But where were we? Okay, we were at Jack Shepard. Okay, the spinal surgeon naturally steps into a leadership role because he's the one person who can actually keep the others alive medically. Kay Austin, the baddie, quickly proves she's resourceful and secretive. James Sawyer Ford, the con man. Okay, that's who he is. All right. Just give me one.
What a mix of people on this airplane.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's not like the Johnson family reunion going to Disneyland. Like, this is a packed fucking crew.
All right. This is Sawyer from Lost. Okay.
Oh, someone punched him.
Oh yeah, no, he had a mouth on him. Okay, he was always getting himself into some trouble, and he was a con man. Oh look, there's him and Kate. All right, I shipped them.
Who did they fall in love?
Well, there was a big love triangle between her, him, and then Jack. Oh, look, there they are pictured together. Okay.
Is he also a spine surgeon?
Who? Jack is the spine surgeon.
Is.
Sawyer's the con man. She's the fugitive, the criminal. Okay.
So the good boy versus the bad.
This is The Walking Dead. This has nothing to do with Lost. I don't even know why this is over here.
I wouldn't have known if you hadn't said that.
But yeah. So we got that out of the way. That was Sawyer. All right. He's the last one you really need to see. Okay. None of the other people really matter all that much. Okay. I can just describe them.
I like it.
I'll describe what they look like to you, and you'll get the point. Okay. You'll get what's going on.
So it's kind of like Survivor.
No. I mean, the fact that they're surviving, maybe, yes. All right, let's get back to it, though. So James Sawyer Ford is abrasive and self-serving, hoarding supplies and refusing to cooperate. John Locke, he's a bald old guy who arrived on the island in a wheelchair, but was suddenly able to walk again after being paralyzed, being on the island because the island has healing properties, okay? John Locke, meanwhile, is almost the opposite of everyone else. Instead of panicking, he seems calm, even fascinated, like he believes the crash happened for a reason. Oh, and he was Locke is my least favorite character on the show, okay? Because everything happens for a reason to Locke, okay? To a fault. Causes him a lot of problems. All right?
That's a really old name of a philosopher. Maybe they did that on purpose.
He shares a name with a philosopher by the name of John Locke, no relation.
Yeah.
But very early on, the show makes it clear that this island is not normal. There are sounds in the jungle that don't belong to any known animal. There are massive, unexplained structures buried in the environment. A polar bear appears in a tropical climate. By the way, Melsifer, polar bears do not ordinarily exist in a tropical climate, just so you know. Just making you aware of that fact.
Global warming up or global change, their DNA is actually changing to where one day they might. True fact.
Nobody watching Lolcow Nuts believes in the myth that is global warming, okay? You probably also think that the moon landing happened.
Climate change.
Okay. All right,
but that's always normal.
Sounds in the jungle don't belong to any known animal. Okay. Polar bear appears in a tropical climate, and then people begin seeing hallucinations or apparitions of deceased loved ones.
Shit's weird.
Shit's wacky. Okay? No. It's weird. Okay. And most importantly, the island seems to react to the characters in ways that feel intentional, almost intelligent, like the island is alive. But what starts as survival slowly shifts into something much larger. A mystery box story. Do you know anything about J.J. Abrams? The director, J.J. Abrams?
No.
No, basketball. I don't know if there's anybody named J.J. Abrams playing basketball. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know anything about basketball.
Who's someone who plays a sport by that name?
I don't know. J.J. Abrams is a director, okay? He directed many hits like Star Trek, the reboot. He directed Star Wars, The Force Awakens. He directed the hit show Alias. I'm sure you've heard of Alias.
I've heard of Legally Blonde.
That has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about.
Because I don't know anything that we're talking about. I am the hit Emmy award-winning TV show Lost.
Well, anywho, J.J. Abrams has this thing called, like, he refers to it as the mystery box, okay? And he will create things based off of this mystery box concept so that you can keep on digging for ideas. So, like, at the end of season 1 of Lost, for example, they find a hatch in the ground, okay? But there's no outside, lever to open this hatch in the ground. So there's this bunker. Nobody knows what's in it. It's a big mystery. And the season ends with them opening the door to this hatch, right? It's a mystery box. What's in there could be anything. You don't find out until season 2. It gives the writers something to work with to move on to the next part of the story. It gives the audience something to look forward to for the next part of the story. So that, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully that does a good enough job of explaining what the mystery box is. All right, because I'm kind of retarded, ladies and gentlemen. Not very good at explaining things. But, yeah, that's that. So, mystery box story where every answer opens up deeper questions. Okay? One of the first major discoveries is that the survivors are not alone. There are other people on the island. A group that becomes known as, can you guess what they call the others? The other people on the island?
The Others?
Yeah, they're called the Others. And they're an organized, secretive, and far more familiar to the island than the crash survivors. They observe, manipulate, and occasionally abduct members of the group without explanation. This immediately reframes the island from a remote accident site into something controlled, studied, and possibly inhabited for a long time. Then the survivors discover the hatch. That was the wrong song, but the hatch. They discovered the hatch, ladies and gentlemen. I just explained a little bit about the hatch, okay? But that's where the show really pivots, because in the jungle, they find a metal door embedded in the ground. They eventually force it open, and they discover a fully functional underground facility. Inside is a man named Desmond, pivotal character in the show, by the way, one of the most important characters in the whole series. Very underappreciated. He is what we call an anchor being, okay? Very important, okay? So they find the door, force it open. They find Desmond living alone, whose entire existence revolves around pressing a button every 108 minutes. According to him, if the button is not pressed, something catastrophic will happen. Possibly the end of the world as they understand it. You following, Melcifer? There's a hatch.
Yeah, but also
This guy
probably
lives in
nothing
it.
because he
Maybe.
doesn't know.
Maybe he doesn't know. He doesn't know. It could all be. It could all be
like
some kind of test. Okay.
Like Schrodinger's cat. You just don't know.
And that's kind of what you think's going on when you're watching the show, right? Because the hatch is on. It'll probably get into it in the little script I have. Actually, I know it will get into it. But there's a corporation called the Dharma Initiative. Okay, it's a scientific corporation that is on this island studying not only a specific electromagnetic anomaly, but also other, things. Like they had a marine biotic study they had going on that involved sharks. I don't know the details. They were studying how polar bears would exist in a tropical environment, which is why there was a polar bear seen on the island. That was a part of that abandoned study. But then the Dharma Initiative ends up shutting down, and some of the remnants stay, and those are who become the others. So that's why.
And what does his button pushing have to do?
Okay.
They could stay alive. Boop.
So the Dharma Initiative had all of these different studies that they were doing, like the polar bear, for example. But some of them involved these like little bases that they had, some underground, some above ground. But some of them had the only purpose that they had was monitoring people's compliance. So there was one.
I knew that was coming.
So there was one where it had cameras in the hatch that they have. Like that. So they find this hatch. It's called the Swan, I believe is what it's called. But then they have another base called the Looking Glass. And all the Looking Glasses is multiple monitors with screens displaying different rooms from the hatch. And so they were there in the Looking Glass to monitor if the people in the hatch were being compliant and hitting the button every 108 minutes. Right? So now it looks like the people in the hatch were put there to push this button for absolutely no reason. But no. Because John Locke, okay, our philosopher, the guy named after the philosopher, the bald guy who was in the wheelchair, and Desmond end up arguing over pushing this button. So John locks him out of the room and then waits for the 108 minutes to run out, and it is catastrophic. So, little bit of background, all right? Desmond Hume, I think is his name.
Locke and Hume, yeah.
Yeah, so Desmond, he, before the plane crashes, actually, as the plane is crashing, he's having a crisis. All right, he's about to end his life. And the 108 minutes runs out. And what's the word I'm looking for? The side effect of him not pushing that button after 108 minutes caused the plane to crash. That's why the plane crashed on the island. Was because Desmond did not push the button after 108 minutes. Because the button is actually... now we have to go back even further into the show. Okay, so
is it like a radar? Hold on, I have questions. Is it a radar ping or is it like an electrical thing?
It's containing an some electromagnetic energy. So basically, every 108 minutes when he pushes this button, it's cooling down this energy, right? So it like basically dumps water in it or something and cools down the heat that this energy is creating. So what happened was in the 80s, you find out that the Dharma Initiative drilled into the earth to try to harness this electromagnetic energy, and it ended up causing an implosion. So then they had to try to contain that energy, which is why that hatch was created. It was created to contain the energy, but every 108 minutes, which is what the numbers 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, and 42 add up to, which is also the password for the computer before you can push the button. The lost numbers, okay? It's all connected, all right? The whole story's connected. I hope my tangent made sense, all right? That doesn't make sense, Twiggy. It says Dieter. Hold up.
It does because I have...
Josephine!
At Josephine1585 super chatted $20. Can we get a sardine break?
Hell yeah, Josephine. Yes, we can.
You evil person. Okay. The
Beautiful lady.
the first sardine is the worst.
And then everything else goes down like butter.
No,
So you know
they
you'll eat them
don't.
all.
But
Mm-hmm.
no 20s means I don't have to open the can, which means I don't have to sit here with this stench.
I'm pretty sure that was Josephine saying, "Eat the fucking sardine, brah."
Well, pretty sure I've got to go get a fork, okay? Because I'm not getting sardine juice on my fingers. They smell like that for 2 days.
Well, you do that, so hurry up.
While I do that, Mels, for talk to our wonderful viewers.
Oh, you want me to know how to do my job? Oh yeah, too easy. Go away. Go away. Get your fork, Twiggy. He's crazy,
What
guys.
a fucking bitch! Okay? How dare she talk to me in this manner? I'll be right back.
Okay, now he's gone. Oh my god. And that time Lost was on TV. People were literally... Yeah, Lost was kind of an actual cultural phenomenon. Like, it was a...
It was ABC's
whole
Hit Emmy
zeitgeist.
Award-winning television series and
Twiggy!
cultural phenomenon.
I'm sitting...
Sorry, I'm going now.
I literally cannot with him some days. Yes, people were talking about it. It was because it was still, when it came out, it was still a big water cooler topic thing, right? You could all sit down, watch the show, and have something to talk about at work. And that's not something we get very often now because so many things will come out. And then so many people have all these different niche things that they like to watch where like things will go viral for a few days, but you don't get things that last as long as like these shows do that have these really long things, or like The Walking Dead, right? The Walking Dead went on for a very long time and was something people still talk about constantly, that just has this like deep rich history and lore. It doesn't seem like you get that as often with so many different streaming platforms and everyone just getting like really niche into their shows. It's very rare you get like zeitgeist shows like Lost these days, I feel like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Twiggy! There's something wrong with your thingy. Keyboard kitty! Keyboard kitty!
My cat got on the keyboard and caused the little thingy to happen.
Yep, that's what they're all saying. Keyboard cat confirmed. She wanted to come co-host with me while you were gone.
Well, the dumb bitch should have known the camera was off.
That's why she got on the keyboard.
Shit. She unplugged the camera. I gotta get the cord. It fell under the desk.
It's
Give me a
okay.
second. Girl, what were you doing, you crazy cat?
She said, I wanted to co-host while you were gone. She's so sweet. I love her.
Hey, Mr. Snork, like that, whatever the cat did covered your face.
I saw that. What a nice guy. He wants me to take a break and have relaxing downtime.
Where's my camera?
The kitty put it away. She said, come play with me.
She's just laying in the
Yeah, she's
background,
a good
just
helper.
loafing like she did nothing to sabotage me.
She did nothing. She did a great job. Madison was upset because I told her to go lay down with her dad instead of being in the office tonight because all she would do was also lay down. And yeah, he sent me that she was upset that she was in bed, so. If mine could be a keyboard cat, I bet she would.
Hello!
Are you ready?
Yes! Where were we? Oh, yeah.
You were eating a sardine, sucker.
Yeah.
And then I was going to tell you about the compliance theory because you triggered a tism for me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I've got... Oh, look at my purple. Do you like my purple? Isn't
Yes,
it
it's
aesthetic?
very purpley.
Very aesthetic.
It's very purpley.
Very. I love
Very
it.
purple.
That's... Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the sardines. Oh, yeah.
Twiggy's lost his mind, guys, and they won't even open yet.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, sardines.
God.
Yes. Don't they just look tasty, delicious? Josephine, you asked for this. You wanted this. This is...
No, They look disgusting. Why
right.
are they all red?
Because they're in Louisiana hot sauce.
Ew. Why can't they just? I don't know. It's ew.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes,
Ladies
go.
and gentlemen, it is sardine time. Oh, I just inhaled it.
You don't inhale them.
Ew, it broke.
Ew.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I got all of it. Oh, wait, no. I dropped a piece.
Stop stalling.
All of the sardine!
That's
Look at
not
it.
all. You liar.
You know what? I will grab another one, a fresh one. Uncut. Just like Nightmare.
Just how they like it around
Don't ask how I
here.
know that.
I don't want to know.
Oh. I almost dropped a whole ass sardine on my keyboard.
He's stalling, guys. I'm so
No,
sorry.
I'm not. I cannot pick up the sardine, you dumb winch. Okay. I'm shaking. I don't
see-
want to eat
I
the
see it.
sardine.
Do it. Do it.
Focus. Focus, sardine. I can't yet.
Yes, you can do it. On camera, Twiggy.
I can't yet.
Yes, you can.
My spit is thickening up.
Ew. Do it. Do it, pussy. Do it, pussy. Ew, 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 ew. How's it feel?
I haven't.
How's the good mouth feel?
Oh, I dropped the whole thing. Oh!
Did it spill?
It landed on the paper towels I had it on. I have
safe.
all of the sardines. They are all.
We're gonna be sympathetic vomiting. Nope.
I can't chew it. I can't.
Yes, chew it. Chew it. It's part of it. Do not be a scammer. Close your mouth. Swallow. We're not quitters here. We're not quitters, Twiggy. On nuts, we're not quitters or scammers. Do it.
I got it.
You got this. You got this. We're almost there.
I'm not trying to show it.
Big gulp. You got it. Almost there. Okay. Big deep breath. You're being so dramatic. There you go. Good job.
Oh, Dave is in waiting. Oh, hold up.
Who?
We'll catch up on the lost shit in a minute. Dave. He's a guy who likes to call me slurs.
Well, why are we bringing him up then?
Dave, welcome to Local Nuts.
Hey, do you have a camera?
Turn on your camera, David, you fucking whore.
Who else is in waiting?
David said he fucked my mother. Oh, we have got Ghost Nut. He's a Jew.
What?
Ghost, my favorite Jewish fella. How are you? Welcome to Local Nuts. Hello, Dave. Are you going to call me a slur today?
not.
Maybe later.
Not
Please
live.
don't give me TOS.
Not live. You can call me a slur.
Twiggy!
Not
Hello,
turn your camera
Ghost.
on.
Ghost doesn't
It's
turn
been
his
so
camera
long.
on because he's scared to show his face.
No, turn your fucking camera on.
Listen, whore.
Who's your co-host?
Shut up, Dave. Ghost is talking.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
I hate this guy.
Okay.
I'm sorry about Dave Twiggy. I just came in here to make sure he, behaved.
Ghost, what brings you back to the LCU after what, a year and a half? You're an OG here.
Yep. I am. People don't realize I used to run this place.
At Fink
Who's
536
the
UE7
co-host?
super chatted $10. Twiggy saved my life, but lost is mid. Tell us how.
Emulsifier.
Fink, Lost is not mid. Lost,
It's
ABC's
so
hit
mid.
Emmy award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon, is one of the greatest things to ever hit
Twiggy,
network television.
Twiggy, what
Dave, do not interrupt me. Have you ever seen Lost?
No.
No.
Me neither. Me neither, guys. Majority.
All right, Dave's out.
I'll be back, Twiggy. I love you.
Ghost, I wasn't gonna kick you. I was looking forward
I'm
to
coming back, baby.
reconnecting.
I love you. I'm coming back. I love you.
Okay, love you.
What is happening?
Okay, Ghost has been he was in the Discord day one, okay? He's one of the people I know from the OG days. He used to be he was the community manager before community manager was what it is today, when it was a role that had no power.
To know. Now go back to shitting on Lost. They didn't get their $10 worth.
As you can see, I tried to scam. It did not work.
I know you did.
It's
You're
been a
welcome.
while. I had a great time saving your life. We go way back. But Lost is not mid, okay? If anything, it's terrible. No, I can't. Lost is...
Do it. We don't scam and we don't spit here.
Okay, give me
Let's
a
go.
second.
Okay.
Ladies
Thank you so much.
and gentlemen. The only reason Lost got as much attention as it did is because it was one of the first network television series to use the quality of cameras that it used. To have the budget that it had. Of course, it was going to be a phenomenon when it came out. There was nothing else like it. But that doesn't mean it's good, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it means the opposite. I can't shit on Lost. I'm not good at it. I have nothing bad to say about the show.
Are. When they pay for it.
I have nothing bad to say about the... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Lost is mid, and here is why. Okay? The reason Lost is mid. I don't have anything. I only have good things to say about it, Mel. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Lost is bad because they had no idea what they were doing, even though I know that's not true. They had no idea what they were doing. They made it up as they went, okay? And it just led to the story not being very cohesive, consistent. Okay, horrible show. Terrible show.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will be writing a note and ending the stream, as well as my life. Goodbye.
Fuck up, breadstick. If he gets me in
Ew.
trouble,
There was a fish bone. Fishbone. Look at it. It's a fishbone. You see that little fishbone?
yeah.
That was
Teach me more about Lost.
in my mouth. That thing in my mouth. Yo, Twiggy.
Teach-
You thought the Michael Walt thing was good? Walt. Where is Walt? No, I did not. Okay? Stop. Okay, Michael, one of the guys in the show, the guy who built the raft, the dumbass who built the raft. Okay, he's like, oh, I was a construction worker, because before he was on the island, he was a construction worker before he went on disability, right? So he was
Ooh,
like,
workman's
because I was a
comp?
construction worker, I know how to build a raft. Okay, even though that means nothing. Okay. All right, just because you know how to build a raft doesn't mean you know how to fucking voyage
Build
through
a
the
raft.
ocean. All right? You don't know how to navigate the ocean, you fucking idiot. All right? But that's besides the point. All right? This motherfucker's kid got kidnapped. All right? Because he built
On
that
the water?
raft. Yeah. The people pulled up on a boat and snatched his kid
Yeeted him.
and then blew up the raft. And then there was a shark and everything. It was a whole ordeal. Okay? But afterwards, Michael is just yelling, Walt! 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 Where's my boy? Walt! And it was just annoying. I honestly wish that they would have shot him and not the other guy who was on the raft with him. Because they shot a guy.
And that's
not going to
probably
tell you
why
who.
I had to be the other way.
It was horrible.
So before I got off track, I had a thing about the thingy, the button pressing, and how it's just testing him. Yeah, that was a whole psychological experiment that Stanley Milgram did back in the day.
I don't know who
And
the fuck
it was
that is.
Did you ever hear about the prison experiments and the guy who did those?
No.
I feel like you're fucking with me. But yeah, he did them. And it was like you pressed a button because they told you to, even if you thought it was hurting someone. And basically you would just keep doing it because they told you to, and they wanted to see how far they could push that.
No. So that's probably like depending on when that happened. I don't know. It's probably something that inspired this.
The 60s.
Yeah. So that's
when
probably
Milgram was.
That's probably something that inspired this, because like it really wasn't clear whether or not this was like pushing the button in the hatch every 108 minutes was. It wasn't clear if that was a psychological experiment, right? So after learning about that, you know, it could possibly prevent the end of the world as they understand it. This introduces one of the show's central ideas: faith versus science. So one of the like arcs in the show during the Hatch era was one of the episodes was called Man of Science. One of the episodes was called Man of Faith, and they were going through John Locke, the bald guy who woke up in the wheelchair, you know. Or he was in the wheelchair, woke up able to walk after the crash. Okay, he's clearly the man of faith. While Jack, the spinal surgeon's the man of science, right? So they have this whole feud over whether or not they should push the button. John Locke actually ends up switching his viewpoint over. It's a whole thing. Okay, none of that really matters right now. I'm going off into a tangent.
No, I get what you're saying, even with just when you stopped at faith versus whatever you said. That's actually like a huge theme, and I feel like people don't put that in TV shows very much often.
Well, yeah, the whole reason John Locke was on the plane to go to Australia, because that's where the plane was coming back from, was Australia. The whole reason he even went to Australia was to do an Australian walkabout to connect with nature, but he was turned away from it because he was in the wheelchair. Think, you bastard!
At Think536 UE7 super chatted $10. Admit it, Twiggy, the man in black was a medic or character.
Okay, you know what? This is the $10 that I don't have to fake my hate. The man in black was a mediocre character, okay? They didn't do enough with him. He wasn't intimidating at all. Okay, Melcifer. This is going back to the origins of the island. Chat, try to follow me. Okay, so in the first, I'm gonna have to like speed through this. So in the first season, Jack sees. So the whole reason Jack, the doctor, was on the plane in the first place is because his dad went missing in Australia. He goes there and picks up his dad's body. He's transferring the body from Australia to LA. After the plane crashes, a couple of days into it, Jack sees his father's body walking into the woods away from him. Okay, there's a few weird interactions like that. It's Chasing the White Rabbit is the title of the episode or something like that. So he's following his dad. He thinks he doesn't know if he's hallucinating or what. We don't know if he's hallucinating or what, but he's not. Okay, that was the body of his father. Because there's this man, they call the Man in Black, okay, who goes back to like the early not prehistoric, but like 1400. I don't know how long early the island goes back, okay? But like in the early history of the island, there was a mother and her 2 children who lived on the island, and their whole purpose was to be there and to protect it. Now, one of her sons, his name's Jacob. He's the embodiment of good, okay? Then her other son doesn't ever tell us his name. He's just called the Man in Black as the embodiment of bad, all right?
Johnny Cash is the Man in Black.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. No. So the Man in Black and Jacob, the good guy, end up having this feud. Now, Jacob looks over the island, all right, and protects it. And one of the whole plot points of the show is he's going to use one of the people from the plane to fill his space, like his spot, looking over the island, which grants them immortality and all of this. There's like a bunch of benefits. Okay, but the Man in Black is this giant smoke monster. He's the antagonist of the show. It's this whole thing. He's very mid. It's stupid that he's a smoke monster. He could have been so much more badass. Okay, the big bad in the show that's not a person is a smoke monster, Melcifer. Okay, it's retarded. I gotta say. The smoke monster, stupid. I gotta agree.
Wow, you got your $10 worth out of that one.
Yeah, thank you, Fink. That's the last shit talking you're getting out of me, okay? Because I actually agree with you. All right, so back to what we were saying. You know, one of the central ideas of the show is faith versus science. Some characters believe the button is real and must be pressed at all costs. Others think that it is psychological conditioning or a pointless experiment designed to control behavior. That conflict becomes a reoccurring theme throughout the series. As more stations like the Hatch are discovered, it becomes clear that the island is not just a place. It's part of a massive secret scientific network. There are bunkers dedicated to psychology, communication, energy research, and other experiments that suggest decades, I'm talking like Keem here, of organized activity. But the island's mysteries are not purely scientific. There's also something supernatural or metaphysical happening. Excuse me. The island seems to choose people. It heals certain individuals in ways that should be impossible. It appears to influence time and memory. And some characters begin to experience visions or messages that feel guided rather than random. John Locke...
That sounds like they ate fucking mushrooms for off the fucking island and had a little trip and are like, wow, this place is just so freaking great.
Okay, but people who eat mushrooms or dabble in DMT also believe that connects you with something more important
woo-woo.
than them.
And even I know that they just ate the wrong fucking thing.
Okay, you may think that, okay, but there was something more important going on with the island, okay? All right. So John Locke becomes central to this idea. Before the crash, he was paralyzed and lived a powerless, frustrated life. After arriving on the island, he regains the ability to walk. To him...
That Josephine 1585 super chatted $20. I think you need another sardine. You need to get big and strong.
Hell yeah. Grow up to be big and strong like your big sister.
You know, every time I eat sardines, it prevents me from getting laid after.
You are a virgin anyways. You're a little pure thing, sweet thing,
I
remember?
am. But if I wanted to get laid, it's always an option, okay? I am married.
But that's okay. Just eat your little sardine and keep everybody away from you.
I'm going to make this one quick, ladies and gentlemen.
Liar.
Sardine!
In. Hurry up.
Sardine is going in.
It looks disgusting.
Chumper.
Just hurry up. God, why do you gotta full screen yourself like that? Thank you, Josephine.
Thank you, Josephine.
You nasty. Do not make me barf sympathetically. I will be very upset with you. Fine. It's fine. I'll just take these out. It's cool. And now look, I'm looking. Breadstick is taking the night for himself and his family. You know, we all get to do that sometimes. Twiggy is currently dying, so a like equals one prayer. Twiggy, how we doing? Twiggy's not doing so good tonight, guys. We are keeping him well fed, and he doesn't know how to handle it. Sorry. And he's got to say some mean things about his favorite TV show. Good job.
I did it.
It only took you twice as long as the first one.
Ugh. I splattered.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Let me find where I was. Blah, 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 blah,
The
blah.
black hat.
All right. Okay, so John Locke, before the crash, he was paralyzed and lived a powerless, frustrated life. After arriving on the island, he regains the ability to walk. To him, this is proof that the island has a purpose and that it has chosen him specifically. His belief grows stronger over time, even when others reject it, turning him into one of the strongest voices of destiny and meaning. I'm trying not to throw up. Meanwhile, Jack represents the opposite worldview. He believes everything must have a rational explanation. Where Locke sees purpose, Jack sees coincidence. Where Locke sees destiny, Jack sees chaos that people are trying to assign meaning to. This philosophical conflict drives much of the emotional
At Fink536 UE7 super chatted $10. Melkfeiser. You make something up about Lost and Twiggy could tie it to one of the 100 drop plot lines.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I can make this happen. This is
Okay.
This is easier than hating on Lost.
Everybody on the plane was related within 3 degrees of each other.
Stupid. Do something better. Because there were people on the plane who were related. Okay, Jack, the surgeon. All right. He was on the plane to go pick up his father, his deceased father, who drank himself to death in Australia. But why was he in Australia? Who knows? But there was this girl named Claire who was on the plane. She was pregnant as the plane crashed, has her baby on the island and everything. All right, she's an Australian broad. All right, normal blonde girl. Nobody thinks anything of it, okay? She's just a random pregnant bitch on a plane. Well, turns out, okay, her and Jack are half siblings, okay? And Jack's dad...
I called it, and I didn't even know that.
Dad was in Australia visiting her. Okay, so there were people who were related on the plane.
So I just called it really well then. That shows you how bad it is. I'm awesome.
Lucifer,
What?
do not disrespect one of the best series ever put on network television. It's so much. What's your favorite TV show?
I guess off the top of my head, probably Orange is the New Black. You're just doing that out of spite. You're being such a little bitch boy right now.
Show's garbage.
You're garbage.
Maybe I would watch it if I was a lesbian, okay? But I'm not, so, you know.
Right, because that's the only person who watches it.
I'm just saying, I dabbled. I watched an episode. Ladies and gentlemen, not for me. Systemic Porridge, you're banned from the chat for calling Lost ABC's award-winning sitcom. Sir, it was a drama, okay? So
that I
let's
just
get
did a
back
read
into
on
it.
2 seconds after not having seen it.
You got lucky. That's all that was.
That's all you need sometimes,
You
friend.
got
Hate to tell
lucky.
you.
All right, so...
Thank
Well, so
you.
where Jack, or where Locke sees purpose, Jack sees coincidence. Where Locke sees destiny, Jack sees chaos that people are trying to assign meaning to. This philosophical conflict drives much of the emotional tension in the story. As the series progresses, the mysteries escalate further. The island begins to reveal unusual electromagnetic properties. Time behaves inconsistently, eventually leading to literal time jumps for some characters. The survivors begin to realize that the island is not only hidden from the world, it may exist outside normal rules of physics entirely. Okay, so there's one season where, so that they don't push the button in the hatch after the 108 minutes, Melcifer, right? Which
And more
causes
planes come down.
this energy to be unleashed, which ends up causing the people who are exposed to it to literally jump through time. All right? So every few hours to every few minutes, there's a flash of light which will transport them to a different era in the history of the island. All right? Sometimes they go back to right after they first crashed. Sometimes they go back thousands of years. Other times they go back to the 80s, and eventually they end up staying in the 80s for a while when the Dharma Initiative was active.
Pause. Plot hole. Why would they put this? You have to press this button every 108 minutes, or this shit happens. Okay. Why would they leave that to such a frail, soft, squishy beanbag of a thing as a human?
Well, why would... I mean, what?
Why would they leave such an important task to somebody so soft, right?
They
humans
did
are
it.
very
The guy.
jelly.
Okay,
Hey, Phantom, welcome to Low Cow Nuts.
Phantom, thank you so much. Phantom, yes. Phantom.
Is he a big lost guy?
Yes, he is.
Good. Maybe he can help me get unlost.
Oh yeah. I turned it. I saw the thumbnail and I was like, turn on, and I went, oh fuck, and I just put my phone down and I ran to the office.
So
Lost
Phantom,
sucks.
she just asked why they would leave the responsibility of pushing the button in the hatch to such a soft, squishy individual. And I was about to respond that Desmond was not originally intended to push the button. He kind of just crashed on the island and was left responsible for it.
Yeah.
But
Why was he left responsible? Why not automate it?
how do we explain this in a way to make people understand who haven't seen the show, though?
So there were two guys in the hatch.
Destiny.
Okay, they brought Desmond in, and it's all about destiny. It's all about the progression of the line. It's so hard to explain,
It's a plot hole.
Yeah, kind of, but it gets explained. I mean, it passes from one person to another. Why do you think, why did Locke feel so determined to have to continue pushing it after Desmond left?
But also, what am I remembering incorrectly, or was it Locke who was locked out of the main computer room? Or was it Locke who locked them out of the main computer room? Who was the one who didn't push the button?
It was Locke that actually, yeah, you're right.
He switched it up because at first he was the man of faith, okay? So at first he was supposed to push Josephine.
At Josephine1585 super chatted $20. The more you talk about this show, the worse it sounds. Also, eat a sardine.
Josephine, if I was responsible for your fate, okay, you would end up like who had the worst demise in all of Lost?
I don't know, but eat the sardine.
Jin and Sun.
They died at the bottom of the ocean in a submarine, but Charlie had one of the most impactful deaths in the show. The season 3 finale, I'll never forget.
How about Twiggy eats a sardine and Phantom can try to convince me why this isn't a stupid show?
Okay, Melcifer, let me put it this way. First season takes a lot to get through. Second season has its ups and downs, but third season, about halfway through, it really fucking picks up. And oh my God, it's like a fucking race car from there. Now, they do say the fifth season kind of fell off, especially the ending. I don't know. I still like it.
Okay,
but
well,
if you like a good mystery, it ultimately the thing about it was at the time it was so viewer interactive. There were podcasts, real big podcasts where people were like analyzing this week from week because they'd go in and they would answer one question from the week before, but you'd have 10 coming out of it.
New questions. I said that as well. It was very something you could talk about at a water cooler. You could discuss with people before big TVs.
Here's the thing. Going back and rewatching it, you see so many things you missed. Do you what a lot of people don't realize is they explain the entire show in the very first episode. The entire show. Very first episode. One scene. It's the scene with Locke and the pieces. The pieces from the backgammon board. Black and white. Good, evil.
Science
and duality of man. The duality of man.
The man of science. The man of faith. The differences that separate all of us. I'm high from throwing up. Throwing up makes me feel funky in the brain. Give me a second. Okay, so you had the man in black. How far in are you? Okay, and Jacob, she hasn't watched the show. All right.
No. It sounds like it sucks.
No.
No.
Hurley. Oh my God,
Hurley is a
Can-
fat man who looks like my cousin Shelly, just like him, okay? He's morbidly obese, all right? They literally had to write a plot point into the show to explain how he was not losing weight after being stranded on an abandoned island.
Plot hole. Because it's a plot
No,
hole.
it wasn't a plot hole. They found food in the hatch. Okay, let me finish
they did.
explaining this, okay? Because I typed up all of this shit. I spent hours. Okay, so just to let you guys know, I was only going to educate you guys on season 1, okay? But Melsifer thought it would be. So I had a full explanation typed up of just season 1. So these are my plot points from the whole show. So I tried to make it make sense. I put in a lot of work today. And I had a busy day at work too. This was all done in just like the hour before the stream. All right, blah 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 la 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 la. Let me find where I was.
Did you tell her the numbers yet?
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
22, 42. Yep.
You would have them
I
memorized.
still play
have you
them in
ever
the
played
lottery
them?
every time.
Yes, that's exactly how I knew
Ladies
them.
and gentlemen, if somebody drops a pink dono, okay, you have secured a Lolcow Nuts weekend stream. And I will play the Lost video game for 2 hours. Only for
You have fun with
50.
that.
Yeah, I will.
I have it.
Lost Via
have it.
Domus.
You what? You
Via
both are so
Domus.
weird.
It's Latin.
Why
for
is
the
there a
way home.
game? Why is there?
It's a great game. It's a great game. Phantom,
It
I'm
is.
so happy
And
to
it
have
feels-
you here tonight.
It fills in so many plot points in season
You
2,
mean
season
holes?
3.
You mean
No,
holes
they're
that
not
they
holes. They're just plot points. No, I spilt the sardines again.
Suck.
Oh my God! Yes, there's so much, and you know what's bad about playing those as numbers in the lottery? They're cursed numbers. They're
Yeah.
cursed numbers.
So why do you keep doing
Hurley,
that? Do you
hit
love
the
to hurt
lottery
yourself?
with those?
Do you love to hurt yourself?
Yeah, I dated Fupa. Do
that
I
was
need
why
to
I
say
was
anything
asking.
else?
Yeah. Nuts might not have known that, so I was just checking.
Yeah, shit. I glutton for punishment.
Yeah, they call that a masochist.
Yeah. At least I'm not a sadomasochist. Just
There's
saying.
nothing wrong with that. They just like pain, and then they also like
All
giving
right.
it. You
No,
know, you can be
ladies and
both.
gentlemen, no more 20s,
Okay.
please, because then I'm
Shut the
eating
fuck up,
floor
Twiggy.
sardines.
Eat the floor sardine.
Shut the fuck up,
Wait,
Melsifer, you crack whore.
I do. Speaking
Shut
of
the
food,
fuck up, Twiggy.
Melsifer, I gotta ask you real quick because a lot of people were giving me shit about this. You know what chocolate cheese is, right?
Yeah. Of
Thank
course.
God. Thank you, Jesus. I found a brick of it in my freezer and I thawed
No
it out
shit.
and I was like, yes, oh my God, and it's still soft. It's still fucking soft.
That's talent. I'm actually going back
All right,
in
Jack.
June for a funeral.
All right.
Ooh.
As the series progresses,
What? But nope. Would a pink be 2 floor sardines? And I think the answer to that is yes. As well as a weekend stream, it'd be a twofer.
I'll make it happen just this once.
Anyways, continue.
As the series progresses, the mysteries escalate further. The island begins to reveal unusual electromagnetic properties. Time behaves inconsistently, eventually leading to literal time jumps for some characters. The survivors begin to realize that the island is not only hidden from the world, it may exist outside the normal rules of physics entirely. On top of that, the survivors are constantly forced to confront their own pasts through flashbacks. Other major characters, every major character has a life they were running from before the crash. Kate is a fugitive. Sawyer is driven by revenge tied to childhood trauma. A con man killed... would you like to explain?
Okay.
No, keep going. Just keep going.
No. You got to hear this. Sawyer took his name from the con man who conned his mother, and long story short, it turns out to be Locke's long lost dad.
Okay, so
Didn't I tell you there was family?
Locke's father conned Sawyer's mother out of their life savings, okay, which ended up ruining the relationship between Sawyer's parents, or James Ford is his name, but he adopted the name Sawyer. It ruined their relationship, so it ended up
Self-deleted.
being a murder-suicide situation. He hid under the bed as his dad killed his mom and then killed himself. Okay? This is
Yes.
caused by a con man named Sawyer, who just so happens to be John Locke's father, who conned him. So he put him up for adoption. Locke never knew his family. His mom shows up one day out of the blue as he's in his like 40s. Introduces herself. All of this says it's meant to be. He ends up getting introduced to his dad. His dad, they go hunting, golfing, and all of this. Well, then he accidentally walks into his father's room for their scheduled, meetup. And his father is hooked up to a dialysis machine. And he tells him that he showed up an hour early. So now the manipulation is, in full force. All right. He ends
I'm
up
lost.
donating.
Phantom, what do you think of Orange is the New Black?
Great show, but Weeds was better.
I did not like or watch Weeds.
Well, they're written by the same person. Go watch Weeds. You're missing out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Genji Kohan.
I liked the Orange is the New Black book, so that's why I watched the show.
Yeah, but Lost is better. Sorry, continue, Twiggy.
I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. So this con man, John Locke's father ends up conning him out of his own kidney. Okay, he manipulates him into transplanting his own kidney and then completely abandons him and ghosts him. All right? This is the same man who conned Sawyer's mom and ended up causing that whole, murder-suicide situation. Okay, it's all deeply connected. Okay? So Sawyer's driven by revenge tied to childhood trauma. Hurley, the fat guy, struggles with guilt and perceived bad luck connected to a cursed lottery numbers. Motherfucker played the 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42, won the lottery, caused a bunch of problems, including him buying a chicken joint and then it getting hit by a meteor. Okay? He thinks that he crashed on the island.
That
because of
one
his
was
bad luck.
good. That one was good.
There's a lot that happens. The show's very
Is that how he's
involved.
still a fat ass even on the island?
No,
just cursed
he
'cause
found
chicken?
there was a pantry in the hatch that had a bunch of food, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Son and Jin are trapped in a toxic marriage shaped by control and family pressure. Okay, Son and Jin are a Korean couple. Okay, Saeed, who is a man from Iraq. Okay, he was in the Republican Guard. All right, Saeed carries an emotional weight of his past as an interrogator and soldier. All right, these flashbacks aren't just background. They directly connect to how the characters behave on the island. Over time, it becomes harder to tell whether the island is simply a location or a kind of catalyst, forcing everyone to confront who they really are. As the story continues, new elements deepen the mythology. A smoke-like entity that can take forms, and judge people. Ancient statues hinting at civilizations that existed long before the survivors. And a growing sense that the island itself is tied to something much older and more powerful than any of the characters initially understood. At its core, though, Lost is not really about solving the island. It's about people who were already broken long before they got there, and what happens when they're placed in a situation where they can no longer run from themselves. The island strips away distractions. It forces truth. It forces choice. It forces every character to ask whether their life is defined by fate, coincidence, or their own decisions. I'm almost done, don't you worry. That's why the show became such a cultural phenomenon. People weren't just watching a story. They were participating in a mystery that felt like it might actually have a real answer hidden inside of it. Forums, theories, rewatches, and debates all became part of the experience.
At Josephine1585 super chatted $10. Twiggy look at Melsophia she isn't interested in this topic.
I don't care. I don't care what
No,
she's interested in.
sorry, Miss
I don't
Josephine,
care
that's on me.
how shitty people think ABC's hit Emmy award-winning
Twiggy.
television series and cultural phenomenon is, okay? This episode was
so
Melsifer's idea, and she has to suffer through
That's
it.
why I was coming to fall on the sword for it. I was getting comfortable because you were telling me such a good story. I apologize. I'll sit up.
Melsifer is a liar! She's lying.
I'm pretty
ladies
sure
and
I just
gentlemen.
claimed it as my idea and said I'll come back to attention, even though I was getting cozy because I was enjoying listening.
She was
I just
not...
owned both of those things.
She was not interested. It was very clear, but she has no choice but to sit through it. Look at the Dharma Initiative in Phantom's background. All right, we only have 2 more paragraphs, okay?
Continue.
Even now, years later, Lost is still talked about because it does something rare. It combines a deeply emotional character drama with an enormous, complicated mythology that constantly challenges the viewer's need for closure. Because, in the end, Lost is exactly what its title suggests. It's not just the survivors of a crash, but people trying to find meaning in a world that doesn't always give clear answers. Okay, that was the conclusion. That concludes our discussion about
So I'm
Lost.
literally allowed to be lost about Lost. Thank
Okay.
you.
Wait. I have to take back my answer on most painful death. Honestly, taking it back, most painful death is Juliet.
Juliet.
That one hurts because of the pain you see in her eyes as Sawyer's holding her, and she's about to hit that nuke. Oh.
All right, to
It's
explain.
heartbreaking.
So, when they're living in the 80s, okay, Sawyer, the con man fella, okay, establishes a relationship with a lady named Juliet. She's one of the others, okay? She was brought onto the island to discover or to research why people who get pregnant on the island die, okay? If you are impregnated on the island, you die, okay? And she was some fucking birth specialist, okay? So that was her thing. All right, so she's brought onto the island for all of this. She ends up building up a relationship with one of the survivors. Okay, they end up getting transported back to the 80s. They establish a life there. And then, boom, they drill into this electromagnetic anomaly. All right, they think if they drop the cord to a nuke down there, that it could fix all their problems because of fucking weird science shit. All right, I'm not going to explain that. It's too much. Okay, well, she ends up, as this electromagnetic anomaly is drilled into, the magnetic force is released, and it starts pulling everything down into this sinkhole. All right, a chain wraps around her leg and drags her to the bottom of this said sinkhole, okay? And it's thought that she dies right there. They drop this nuke down that they think is going to reset their timeline or whatever, okay? Doesn't go off. Well, it turns out Juliet's alive at the bottom of the sinkhole, and she activates this nuke, taking herself out. So not only was she there at the verge of death at the bottom of the sinkhole, okay, she takes herself out to sacrifice everybody. Turns out, did not work. So that's the story of Juliet. That's why her death was so painful.
Well, the funny part is about that is that not only that it didn't work, they actually caused the incident that they went there to
prevent.
Stop. Yeah. It was the creation of the hatch.
Yep, they were the ones that caused the incident that unleashed the energy that ended up causing them to have to push a button 108 minutes in the future. They were responsible.
Actually,
for that.
Kinda. I'll
It's a whole
help
thing,
you out.
Lucifer. Okay, it's a whole thing. It's very involved. It's very deep. Okay. Takes a lot of brain power to understand ABC's hit Emmy Award-winning television series and cultural phenomenon, Lost. Okay?
I just happen to have that on the server.
Well, we can't watch it because copyright.
I know. But just the overall emotion, she's getting dragged down and the look on Sawyer's face. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can watch like 10 seconds, but he is just bleeding. It is heartbreaking. Heart-wrenching,
ladies and gentlemen.
Imagine.
It
is probably...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've crashed on an island. All right? So all hope is already gone. All right? You've spent months on this island. Okay? Nobody's coming to rescue you. All right? You've given up on everything, including love. But then, you find love. Well, that ends up being taken away from you, okay? Shit happens. She's into somebody else. All right? So then, you keep on pursuing. Nothing happens. Well, now you're transported back into the 80s. All this shit's going on. You find a new life. You establish a life. A new beginning that you thought was not possible. Then you find love, okay? And you finally feel like your life has purpose. You found somebody who you can make happy. And then, one day, she's just ripped away from you. It's all gone, okay? For no reason. No, you don't gain anything from this. The love of your life is just ripped from your arms, okay?
Why would you gain something from that?
Well, because they were trying to prevent a catastrophe in the future, okay? But how does he gain from him losing her, okay? He's not going to be around in the future. I don't have the brain power to talk about it. I'm about to throw up again, to be honest. So I'll be right back, Melcifer. I'm actually gonna puke.
Okay, you go puke.
I am.
All right. Hopefully he turns his volume off so that way we don't hear him. I like stuff like that when they have written it all out and thought it all out beforehand, or like when it comes from a book, because I feel like then there's maybe less chances for plot holes to take place. Because I mean, like, even Harry Potter still has issues with like plot holes, right? And that is not only a very old series, but it's a very highly debated series. The author, the actors, like just the nonstop stuff is highly debated, highly discussed, and there's still plot holes. But I think it reaches that point where it's going to, get to that point where you kind of almost flushed everything out, the holes, and that's that, right? So I think people are quite satisfied. Maybe that's something we're missing in today's like social media and viewing media, is a good old like water cooler TV show that is not made all at once like that, but is kind of like just whatever increments they did it back then, like season to season. And kind of, do you follow what I'm saying? Like how Twiggy was saying they would make these little changes based on whatever. I don't know. Which method do you guys like best? Did you like it more like the older shows where they would kind of cater to the audience more, or like to these changes more? Or do you like it when they stick to more of like canon, if there is canon from like a book or like a remake? What are your thoughts on that? I find that mine are they're always torn, right? Looking for love in all the wrong places. That's a good piece of wisdom, Dixie babe. Honestly, I just hope Twiggy's okay. In case you're coming in late and missing it, Breadstick did need the night off. He is doing some family stuff. He's handling it, being a dad. We send our love to him. We believe he'll be back tomorrow. So, one like equals one prayer for Breadstick. He is in our thoughts as always when he's not here. So, and also, if you guys could drop a like while we wait for Twiggy to upchuck his insides, that would be awesome, because likes are free and they really help us in the algorithm. I don't know what he was thinking about this Elvis IRL stream, because him and I definitely did not talk about that while he was gone. Like, gone this weekend. He was trying to hit this goal before, and you guys are just like over it. You want Elvis inside doing Elvis things for you. I had a different idea for a member's goal, and now I can't remember what it was, y'all. Oh, I hear heavy breathing. Either he mic'd on accident or he's back. Oh, he's back with a weird face. What's up?
I want that Elvis stream to happen because I like being Elvis, okay? But I want to perform to the public as Elvis.
Ew. Interesting.
Because imagine, okay, you have an old lady, all right? She was an Elvis fan back in the day when that motherfucker was still alive, before anybody watching was born, okay? Back forever ago, okay? And imagine if I just walked up to her, okay? And I was like, oh, I give her the whole, the whole spiel. Hey, pretty mama,
Twiggy hips?
Yeah, the Twiggy hips. And then she's like, I like your hip movement. I'm like, thank you. Thank you very much, pretty mama.
Okay.
Well, and I could sing to her, and I could just be like, are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry?
Okay, so hold on. Okay, so maybe we could do a 25 member to do the Elvis IRL, 50 to do it in your room because they want Elvis just for them.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. Come on, guys. It's now or never. My love won't wait. It's now or never. My love won't wait. Come on, guys. Let's make the Elvis shit happen. Please. I need it. Okay? I need it.
Okay, we feel the passion. Calm down.
A lot of passion.
So that's a lot of members though. We're a smaller channel. So like what could you do something for like smaller increments? Could we maybe change it to smaller member goals instead of dollar doles to talk shit on Lost or to eat some more sardines? How many of those you got left?
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, if you drop a 20 right now, just with the word Elvis, okay, I will give you one Elvis performance in the full Elvis costume, okay, for the next
Right now?
20, right now.
Next 20 bomb or next $20?
Next $20, okay, just to show the
making
people
sure.
that I'm serious, okay? And then, all right, I may, depending on how this goes, okay, I might just do the Elvis IRL stream, not for a members goal, okay? And then we'll just make up for it during the stream by getting members as I sing, okay? We'll consider it.
I could be into that.
Only because we've been slacking with the weekend streams because, guys, I'm a very busy guy. Very busy guy.
Clearly. Doing Elvis shit.
I'm very good at it, okay? I've had multiple old ladies tell me that I'm very good at it.
I believe
okay?
it.
And I believe the old ladies, okay? I've had people my age tell me that I'm not talented, okay? I don't believe you. I believe the old people, okay? Because the old people
they're
were
wise.
alive during the era that all this shit was like going down, okay? So I trust the old people, the old timers, okay? There's a bit of a generational gap between me and my own generation, okay? The old wise people.
At Josephine1585 super chatted $20. Elvis.
Josephine, this is the one time that you've donated to this show, and it hasn't been to hurt me. So give me 1 minute. I have to go suit up.
Yeah, you be grateful.
Ladies and gentlemen, but I never said I was going to sing a positive song.
Oh boy, I can't wait to hear what this ends up being, guys. Josephine, you are appreciated, even if he is doing his evil laugh. We appreciate you over here. AGP's favorite Elvis song, Caught in a Trap. Maybe he'll come back and sing that for us, guys. He loves Elvis. Would that be actually kind of entertaining if we could get Twiggy in a karaoke bar dressed up as Elvis? Like, I could be into that. Bring, like, a friend, if he has any friends besides us, or, like, Mrs. Twiggy to film him. Actually, you know, he has a tripod, most likely. You don't want to bother Mrs. Twiggy. She needs her rest. It's hard not having two legs, you know? Like, we don't want to mess with her. But yeah, I could get on with that. That would be like a fun. We have a good time slot for it almost any day of the week, to be honest. It wouldn't even have to be a weekend. And during the weekday, yeah, there may be less people there, but maybe that would make it more fun. Because I feel like the people there at a bar doing karaoke during the week are going to be some of the better characters for it. Like, am I cooking or am I, like, burning? Yeah? I don't know. You guys let me know. Because he's stuck on this Elvis thing, so you might as well. Wait, hold on. That would be amazing. His crew streams as Elvis were great. That's what I hear. And he loves it, and he's actually really good at it. So I think he could have fun. And yeah, so that's something we can talk about over like this week and such. Kind of see what's around him, look into, like who even hosts karaoke, those type of things, the details. He was so excited when I told him he could do like this Lost stream. He's like, okay, I could do like one, like he told you. He's like, I could do season 1 in this one episode. And I was like, no, we gotta do them all in one episode. He's like, I guess. I could hear his little heartbreak. I'm like, yes, just one in one episode. So if you like hearing Twiggy talk about Lost, maybe tell him in a dono and we'll do it again and go more in depth because I know he loves this shit. Or maybe he can just tell me about all the plot holes, make it them better. Or tell me all about like a specific season or a specific event in a certain season. He loves this shit. And I love asking him questions because it makes him spiral. So if you want more Twiggy Lost content, definitely let us know either here or in the Discord because he loves it, dude. He is a wellspring of info about Lost. Oh, we got Joe Pesci in the chat. What is up, Mel? We are good, Pesci. We are over here learning about Lost. We are about to learn about Lost from Elvis. He is probably having some costume technical difficulties about now, but I'm sure he's on his way, and hopefully he didn't die on the toilet. We don't want to have to send in someone to go get him, but we all know how that ended up, so we're just hanging out until then, discussing the episode, doing the housekeeping stuff. You know how it goes. He is going to be full costume Elvis because Josephine, she got us for that. Thank you, Josephine, again. He is having just the greatest freaking time explaining about his interest of, this comedy opera, sitcom named Lost. I think we got it right. That sounds accurate, right, guys? This comedy sitcom skit show named called Lost. I don't know, something like that. I enjoyed it though. But it is Monday. We are gonna have a great freaking week, guys. Hold it down for Glammy, y'all. Dang. Okay, Jadar Scar. Jartar Scar. Wow, that's a name. Now I just want to sit here and sing Elvis songs, especially if he said he was gonna only sing which ones did he say he was gonna sing? Not happy ones, right? I'm pretty sure. You're awesome for joining in on Twiggy's likes. Now we need some of yours. I mean, I don't think I'm awesome for letting him, have a show that he designed or like is about something he likes. It's his show too. He's quick to point out it was her idea, it was her thing, but like I want him to think that it's his show too because it is. Like, I don't want him to just think that. So when we were like, what do we want to do today? He's like, do you want to do something I suggested over the weekend? I was like, well, yeah, but like we can do that, but like let's make it about you. Like you can teach us something about like Lost, obviously, is what it ended up being. Because I think we all bring something to this show that y'all seem to enjoy. And I wanted to continue doing so. And I think we work all really well together and we bounce ideas off each other really well. And we tizzed them very well together. And he would hate that I said that. And it brought him back that I said that. That's fucking awesome.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I said that we tiz them together well, and you hate that I say that, so it probably will bring you back. And you turned your camera right on.
I don't even know what
the
I don't even know what the fuck that means. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to sing a song for you. Okay.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I'm here to do a little performance. I said
Elvis,
I'd do one song.
What are you gonna sing? What are you gonna sing?
A little ditty by the name of "In the Ghetto." Okay.
Ooh, very sad.
In honor of my boy Breadstick, okay, I've gotta sing this one, okay? It's gonna be a good.
All right. All right.
A serious
everyone focus.
moment, ladies and gentlemen. Very
Get your
serious.
dollar bills ready for the serious sadness.
Very serious. Drop them dollars as the snow flies. On a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries. 'Cause if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? This child needs a helping hand, or he'll grow to be an angry young man someday. Well, take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns, and a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the street as a cold wind blows in the ghetto. So sad, and his hunger burns. So he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun, steals a car, tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries. As a crowd gathers around an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hands in the ghetto. As her young man dies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. So that song reminds me of Breadstick because, I mean, he lives in a trailer park, which is basically the ghetto. Basically.
How do you know Breadstick, Elvis?
Well, he sold me drugs, and I did quite a few drugs in my performing days. A lot of drugs.
What about your ghost days? Do you do a lot of drugs now?
The only time I'm a ghost is when I'm ghosting fat bitches. Fun to lead them on, but then I just gotta, you
gotta
get
hit
out
it
of
and quit it.
No, I don't even hit it. I'm not giving them that satisfaction. You know what a prime male like me would do to a fat bitch if I fucked her, okay? It would level up her ego in a way that is unnatural. Okay, there is no reason that a fat bitch should have that level of confidence. Okay, any
He said,
man.
don't step on these blue suede shoes with that fat ass.
Well, you can do anything but lay off. Fuck you for that, okay? Fuck you. I hate you. I hate everything about you. I hate everything you stand for.
I think that's
I
3
hate
Days
your
Grace,
family.
not Elvis.
I hate your generation. Okay, I hate your fucking everything you stand for, as I said once again. Fuck you. Fuck your family. Fuck your ancestry.
And the click you claim.
First off, fuck your bitch in the click you claim west side. Sorry.
West side, when we ride, come and click the game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife.
You know what? I can't leave them off Melcifer with a sad song. I think I have to do my signature performance.
Your booties?
No, even better. What is this one? Nope, that's not it. I have options. We have options, okay? We have two iconic Elvis performances. One is seen as slightly racist. Which one do we want to go with?
What
You know
are the
what?
options?
I'll do the first one. And if you want the second one, that's going to be another $20, okay?
Don't tell me which one's slightly racist and let me try to guess. because I don't know. Okay.
That's all I've got. That's all I've got left in me. That one is not nearly as hard to perform as the next one, okay? But I'm only going to perform it for $20, okay? No discounts, okay? My ear hole itches. I've got to itch my ear hole.
Well, we loved it. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. We appreciate it.
Huh? Josephine with 5 busted
Thank
nuts!
you.
Bust a nut! Bust a nut! We bustin' nuts!
I slipped.
I slipped and fell.
I got
in his
caught.
peanut butter.
I got caught in my own outfit. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Outfit malfunction. Elvis down. Elvis down. Pimp down, as your mama would say.
I couldn't find my belt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm beltless. Beltless. Brr. I got no belt. All right.
Oh, no.
All right. That 5 gifted means we got one more song, Melcifer. I'm so sorry, but you don't have the chance to talk yet because I'll tell you why you don't have the chance. It's because...
I gotta dance instead.
No, Melcifer, it's because we're caught in a trap. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see, ooh, what you're doing to me? Ooh, when you don't believe a word I say. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. If an old friend I know drops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. Ooh, can't you see the tears are real? I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, let our love survive. I heard my voice. I'll dry the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. Well, honey, you know I'd never lie to you. Yeah, yeah. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see, ooh, what you're doing to me? When you don't believe a word I say. Oh, don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much. I'll plug my headphones, ladies and gentlemen, because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. Ooh, I can't walk out. Ooh, because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. But don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Caught in a trap.
Caught in the trap.
I can't walk out
He's stuck in the trap.
because I love you too much, baby.
Baby.
Oh, don't you know I'm caught in a trap?
In the trap.
I can't walk out
He's really stuck there, guys.
because I love you too much, baby. I think that's
So
all.
much love.
That's all we got. That's all I'm gonna give y'all tonight. I can't handle any more songs. We've got Jartar Scar with the flow state for 200 jewels. Thank you very much, Jartar Scar. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it. Fuck. It means a lot, all the support from you, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it keeps me on the road performing from you, for you, and I love.
Are you okay,
Caught
Elvis?
in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much. Caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Always a pleasure to perform for the LCU. I always appreciate my time with you guys. And, hopefully we can continue it. I'm about to fall asleep, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's the sleeping pills that the Colonel puts me on, okay? They put me right to sleep, okay?
Right to sleep, huh, Elvis? Okay.
So
Just don't fall asleep on the toilet.
Melcifer, I should have warned you. Me putting the Elvis get up, it putting this on.
It makes
brings
you
a,
sassy.
It brings out a whole new version of myself. So.
Brings out the man in me. Ooh, ooh.
Ba-da-da-da-da. If you're looking for trouble, ba-da-da-da-da. You came to the right place. Ba-da-da-da-da. If you're looking for trouble, ba-da-da-da-da. Just take a look at my face. Ba-da-da-da-da. I was born standing up. Ba-da-da-da-da. I forgot the lyrics.
You mean born head
My
first?
daddy was a green-eyed mountain jack because I'm evil, baby. My middle name is Misery because I'm evil. Ba-da-da-da-da. So don't you mess around with me. My dad was a big Elvis fan. I was forced to listen to
Like
Elvis
Elvis's
growing up.
music changed pre-draft and after draft.
Well, it's because, you know, he had to stop being a bad boy, okay? He was, you know, a lot of people's parents didn't want them listening to Elvis because he was, you know, not spreading the right principles, okay? He was doing a lot of holla. And that was seen as sinful.
A lot of what?
A lot of gyrating, okay?
I don't think I know what that is.
He was gyrating. He was doing a
Oh.
little bit of
I'm sorry. Did you have a seizure?
That's,
They were afraid of seizures.
They were the
I would
problem
be
with the way
afraid of
he
them
was
too.
moving his hips. Okay? They had a
Okay, Paul, but
problem with the way
continue.
the man moved his hips. He was too sexual. He was busting it down sexual style way before his
He was
time.
a zaddy. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Was that before or after the army?
That was before the army. Then he went into the army. Okay, very
And he
patriotic
got that
fella.
drip. He got that America swag drip.
But then he started doing movies. Hit them with a little bit of the, Ladies and gentlemen, I need more money to do more songs. And then I can hit you with something like this right here. That's not the right one. Where is
Blue
it?
Hawaii?
Where is it?
Is it White Christmas? Is it something, just anything besides you whining into the mic? Shut up. Is it Jailhouse Rock?
No.
Is
Well, yes,
it-
kind of. It's a medley of a bunch of songs.
It's so fucking good.
But no, it's this song in particular that was after he went to...
At Dixababe1234 super chatted $10. Thank you, Twiggy. Can you single hand dog?
Well, I'll give you a deal, okay? I'll give you a deal. I got a song that has a bunch of songs in it, okay? And I think I know most of them. I know all but one of them, okay? Oh, let me turn off in the ghetto, okay?
How did we get from Lost and Twiggy is crazy to Elvis and Twiggy is also
this is
crazy?
this is like the most normal Twiggy stream, okay? My solo
here
streams
for
have
it.
always
I
either
have
been me
fun.
talking about Lost or me talking about Elvis, so this is just you here with me.
This is
for it.
good, yeah. And
All
I'm
right, ladies and
involved,
gentlemen,
and
I'm
it was
giving you a full
fun.
concert right now to end the stream.
Let's do it. Oh, I know all these songs.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of the lonely street. That's Heartbreak Hotel. Well, I'll be so lonely, baby. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely I could die. Well, the bellhop's tears keep flowing, and the desk clerk's dressed in black, and they've been so. They'll never look back.
Na, 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 na,
They'll
na,
be so lonely, baby. They'll be so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't ever got a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, jumping on my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. I can't do this version. This one's too fast. Melsifer, it's too fast for me. I have to give him another version. I feel like a scammer.
Turn the speed down.
No. We will do this the right way for our friend. Okay? It was too much for me. I thought I could do the medley.
So what you're saying is you're a pussy.
No, I'm telling him I'm gonna. I don't know the medley version. I only know
That's why I told you to
the
just turn the speed down.
original. Let's do it. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't ever got a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. When they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Well, this one's a little out of my vocal range. I'm trying. Give me 1 second. It's a little,
Do you know how to do your job, Twiggy?
This one hurts me, okay? I have to drop it down a couple of octaves. Give me a second.
They literally... So sorry that Twiggy's an amateur, you guys. And he doesn't know how to do music.
Okay. For when I said I'd do another song for 20, and that was a 10, okay? But you know
And
what?
then you didn't even do that song.
It's okay. I'm going to do a whole other
Damn.
song for them, just to copyright us some more. It's been a while since I've done this one. I couldn't do Hound Dog, but I could if I could dream. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, why can't my dreams come true? Oh, why? My voice is gone.
Oh, no,
There must be
Elvis.
peace and understanding sometime. Strong winds of promise that will blow away the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why, why won't that sun appear? Elvis voice. We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still, I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, please let my dreams come true. Whoa, right now. I'm done. That's all I got in me.
Okay. Nice job, Twiggy. Guys, I thought that was pretty great. Oh, he's sweating. He's the sweating queen right now.
It's hot. Okay?
You don't
It's
say.
hot.
It's still 76 down here.
Oh, it's 85 right now.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a killer stream, but I am dying.
He's
oh
like, I
my
regret
gosh.
Elvis.
What's the scarf?
Ooh, you should wear that around your waist.
I feel like a pirate. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to know, has it been a W stream or not? Because we only have 51 likes, okay? If I don't have 100 likes before the end of the stream, I'm gonna be very sad. And ladies and gentlemen,
Oh god, I don't want it to Twiggy. I can't.
you don't want to make me sad. Melcifer, I'm so sorry you have to work with such a out there, just amazing, brilliant personality like me. And I'm sorry that I
Me
outshine
too.
you, but one day we will get you to the point where you outshine me. Don't you worry.
Okay,
Don't
thank
you worry,
you.
lass, okay? We're going to get you there.
Lass.
Don't you
Say
worry,
that like-
pal. Okay, we're going to get you there.
Thanks, buddy.
One day, you will be a star like me. I like singing opera. I
Okay.
wish I was an opera singer. I wish I grew up in Italy in like the 1800s, ladies and gentlemen. Italy in the 1800s or just fucking any time in this fucking 60s through 80s. And I would have had it all.
Interesting.
I would have had it all, ladies and gentlemen. But no, I was born in the wrong time, okay? Shit's too oversaturated. We got all these fucking singers out here with no talent,
Yeah.
no
Now
skill.
the upper
okay,
market
but they
is
got
saturated.
they got producers, okay, who know how to use some fucking auto-tune, okay? So they don't need talent.
Twiggy, preview the next show. Who's going next and what are they doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, next we've got, I think, Locale Fluff. I think.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure we still redirect to Locale Fluff. That's who I'm redirecting to tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Locale Fluff next.
Macho
okay?
Monday.
Crackhead shit. Macho Monday. Okay. Cletus and fucking whoever else are going to be. Leroy are going to be doing their thing. They're going to be talking about all kinds of shit. What's the weirdest thing each of them has used as condoms? I don't know. Maybe you'll find out watching them. I couldn't tell you. Usually, I would say I'm in bed during this time. Usually, I don't like to hype up the show who goes after me too much, but Locale Fluff is actually pretty fucking good. I can't
It's a
lie.
courtesy, you dink.
Well, it's a
'Cause they're your show
courtesy,
neighbor.
but I don't care about all that, okay? But Locale Fluff, genuinely a good show. I enjoy
Guys,
it.
I'll teach him how to be nice.
Now,
You gotta at least be friends with at least one of your show neighbors.
Okay,
Either before
so-
or after.
the chat, especially the people who have been here since my early days, Melcifer, can confirm to you that I was actually at my most liked when I was at my meanest, okay? They begged for
Yeah.
old Twiggy to come back. I'm nice now, and I'm at my least liked.
Okay, so then you also have me, who is not the most liked right now. It's like a balance.
Oh, I could put this around my head.
Keep your headphones on. But no, it's good to have a good, like, at least working relationship with the people in front and behind of you because of scheduling, because of tech stuff, because of just everything.
I will only have a good business relationship with my co-host.
That's fair. I'll take that.
And
Did I say you were mean? I'm just meaning like, I mean, yeah, legitimately just have a functional relationship at least.
don't worry, chat. Old Twiggy will not be returning. I have tried to channel and summon the old evil, and it's just not possible. Okay, I've been neutered. I'm just a nice guy. Well, not nice, but I'm no longer evil. I'm just a dick. But I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Agree with that.
All right, I used to be horrible to Mel, okay? I would have refused to work with her. Now look at us, guys. We're flourishing, okay? We're doing great
Yeah.
here. We're doing great
Absolutely.
things. But with that, ladies and gentlemen... No, I did not find Mr. Turtle chat, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is time to send you over to Low Cow Fluff.